Grelod, die! Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. So very tired. Grelod, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in... blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grelod, die! Finally, my prayers have been answered. It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grelod the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grelod the Kind. Sorry, to be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there. Please don't kill Constance the Shell. She really is kind. She got sick last winter when the snows came, and she never got better. Not all year. One night, she fell asleep and never woke up. So now I'm all alone, and the Jarl said I have to go in an Honor Hall orphanage. It's not fair! Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
What business do college meet?
Aldrich won't give us
us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
For
Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years.
You have me do.
He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that.
Against us.
I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time.
Are you going to wait?
You think I
Grew
need to
up
send
here,
Bolgraf as
cold
well?
as at Mora, but that just grows the
By
beard
listen
thicker.
to me,
Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive.
Will make a more powerful state.
Travel safely. It's dangerous
So
out
we're
there.
ready to start this war in earnest then.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
And let them die with their false king.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone. For the age
Got some
of
fresh baked.
oppression is now
Sure thing.
redone.
It's yours.
I'll show you.
Yes. Right this way.
We'll drive
Enjoy
out
your
the
stay. And don't
from this
break
land
nothing.
that we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
Lord
Need
Nilsen
something?
has been wrecked since her sister
The
was
streets
killed.
are... Yes.
May to God, the finest weapons and armor. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Disrespect the law, you
Did you use
disrespect
my
me.
good hammer?
No.
Last girl, I told you to leave my tools alone. You have yours, I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going.
I'd travel more, but who
You
wants
one
to
of
deal
those
with all the soldiers these
Skyrim
days?
for the Nords types? And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, A group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan? No troops. No investigation. Nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice. As long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Help the Dark Elves. Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfear. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Thank you for your custom. If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and strong ale.
Assorted fruits and vegetables, all delicious and affordable.
Yes. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. I'll see you again soon, I hope.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite
Good
to
to
eat.
see you.
Enjoy
Finally,
your
someone
stay.
useful is
and
around.
Don't break nothing.
What is it? Dragons?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear this whole...
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Hello, Lady Mule.
Madesi, my friend. How have things been since last
Wasn't you scared off the thug from the Thieves Guild? Not one of them has bothered me. We're lucky to have you here.
It's my pleasure. If you see the Thieves Guild harassing anyone else, you be sure and let me know.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelod.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraffers getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelod. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
I'm really afraid of
What do you
Please,
want?
lady,
You have no
gotta
business
get me out
being
of
in
here.
here.
Ever since Aventus left, Grelod's been even meaner than usual.
What are you staring at,
swear,
you worthless
she's gonna
piece
kill
of
one
gutter
of us.
trash? I simply must start locking the doors again. Think you can intimidate me? In my own orphanage? Ha! Not bloody likely.
You really shouldn't be here. Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try, but I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors. I'm sorry, no. Grelod is the headmistress here. I wish things were otherwise. All of these children deserve a better home. But there's nothing I can do.
Constance!
It's too bad the orphanage ain't letting us kids get adopted. I'd be the best son ever.
Himself something of a leader to the other children. Put an end to the nonsense, or I...
Don't do that! It's Grelod! Someone has killed Grelod!
Grelod is dead! Aventus did it!
Hooray! Grelod the Kind is dead at last! We're safe! Yay!
Aventus really did it! He got the Dark Brotherhood to kill old Grelod.
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hooray! We love you, Dark Brotherhood!
I cannot rest I cannot best you!
When Aventus escaped, Grelod got meaner than ever. I really thought she was going to kill one of us. Guess not.
Kill one
When
person
Aventus
and you
took
can
off,
solve so
when
many
he said
problems.
those things
I wonder
about
the
killing Grelod,
possibilities.
I never imagined he was serious. I can't believe it! Grelod is dead? She's really dead!
Kill one person and you can solve so many problems. I wonder at the possibilities. I cannot best you!
Staying safe, I hope? Ah, you're back. What have you discovered? Well met, friend. How can I help you? It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Misinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Please be careful. I don't wish to be the reason for your death.
Need a ride?
You can get a room at the Bee and Barb, but mind your coin purse. It's no secret the Thieves Guild makes its home here. Oh, and if you meet Maven Blackbriar, stay on her good side. This is her city, and nobody else's.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Couldn't ask for better weather.
They say that vampires attacked the whole of the Vigilant, burned it to the ground.
Does your Skyrim ever get warm, husband?
No, not really.
Divine sakes, Skull. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Ulrich is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Scald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
You never talk much about yourself, do you, Hork? I swear, these past 30 years you've been at my side, and I think I barely know you.
What's to say? I was born on a farm, joined the Legion when I came of age, and I've served you ever since.
What about your family? There must have been someone waiting for you back at the farm, wondering if you were ever coming home.
No, can't say there was. My parents died when I was young. You and the Legion have been my only family since.
I see. You're a good soldier, Hork. I'm sorry for intruding.
You weren't. There's just not much to it.
We've come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
Be careful!
You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar. I'll buy everything you've dug up. Until next time. Friends like you are hard to find, and very valuable to me. Everyone here is having nightmares. I have miners tripping over their own feet from lack of sleep. I heard there was a priest of Mara who was supposed to be looking into it. We'll see if anything comes of that. That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos. I own Ironbreaker Mine. We make twice as much coin as those horkers over in Quicksilver Mine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I pay a good wage for any iron ore you dig up, if you're looking for work. Mm-hmm.
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me.
Here to dig, that's all. Hey, watch it! Dawnstar's got its problems, but as long as the ore is good, I'll stay.
Been working in Ironbreaker since I was a boy.
Ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is
you
my
all right?
family's legacy.
You seem tired.
It's the
I'm fine.
past. Dead oaths on dead lips.
Are you worried about this war?
Let it stay there.
No. If we must
The
fight,
museum is
we will. And you will lead us to victory, as you always have.
With you by my side. Is that right, Hork?
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum.
So much for old soldiers.
Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belong to the Mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the Mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago. That museum is a mistake.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the opening of the Oblivion Gates. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise where all his followers would live forever. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Ah, yes, that scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate, a key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business? It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The Razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Good luck finding the fragments.
The mortar and pestle makes potions, if you can't tell from the name. Just step up to the counter. No, I don't have anything for bad dreams, so don't ask. Take a look. I'm the oldest woman in Dawnstar. Was here when Skald the Elder was Skald the Younger. He's a fool if you haven't met him already. Thinks Ulfric Stormcloak is invincible and spits dragon fire. The people here look to Brina Marilis when they need things settled. Real firebrand going up. Wasn't surprised when she joined the Legion. Let me know if you come down with the rattles.
Quicksilver mine is the best mine in Dawnstar, and you can tell those Ironbreaker miners I said so. What is it? I haven't had much sleep. That would be Skald the Elder. He's been running Dawnstar ever since he was a boy, and he never lost that brat's attitude. Turned on the Empire first chance he got. Now we're all part of this rebellion. If you don't mind digging, I own the Quicksilver mine. It's a better life than working in that damned Ironbreaker mine with all those milk drinkers. Until next time.
I work steel, weapons mostly. Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on. I've worked on a few moorings here and there for it. Most of the ship captains are superstitious about who works on their vessels, though. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before Windhelm, and the ore we trade makes rich targets for pirates. Looking to protect yourself? Or deal some damage? Come back if you need steel.
Gods, I'm so tired. Not much. I came here a few years ago from Hammerfell when I married. The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold. I don't know how Rustleaf manages it. That's right. Home of the Red Guards. The land of sand and seas. I hope one day I'll convince Rustleaf to take us back there. Until then, I'm content running the forge together here in Dawnstar. We forge every day if you need anything.
What do you need? I work in the mine just like everyone else. Lady Mara will save us from these nightmares. You'll see. Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
Can I help you? What is it? I'll buy everything you've dug up. Mm-hmm.
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and you're the one cast those illusions. Impressive.
Here to mine?
Plenty of iron to dig.
If I get any rest soon, I'll count myself richer than a king. Be careful.
Quicksilver ore is rare, worth digging. Huh?
I'm glad to spend all the days I got left on the water. It's where I belong. Once sailing gets in your blood, it don't get out.
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need to go. I could run this ship better than that boy who calls himself a captain. Maybe one day I'll do something about it. The captain inherited the sea squall from his mother when she died. Maybe I can inherit the ship if he dies. Not a day goes by that I don't think about finding a new ship. Guess it's just easier to stay put. And what might you need? And what might you need?
I've been a sailor for so long I can navigate these rivers and seas blindfolded. Captain Wayfinder's as green as seaweed, but he's learning. Need something?
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a ship's captain. I'm going to prove them wrong. I don't buy all that talk about ship captains having to be stern and strict. I want my crewmen to enjoy their work. By inheritance, as my men are fond of saying. Can't blame them. My mother ran the Sea Squall as strictly as she ran the house. I've been trying to find new areas of business, trying to win the sailors' respect, but I keep having problems. Take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to. Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts. All right, then. I inherited the ship when my mother passed away. She spent her life on the water, and now I do too.
Restoration is a perfectly... I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Even with the...
There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them.
All right, let's not overdose. Meet me in my quarters.
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it.
Greetings, sister. The finest skooma? Yeah, that's not gonna
I can take you.
Mercy!
something? If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric's Stormcloak.
The mercy of Stendar does not
Walk
extend
always in
to
the light,
Daedra
or
worshippers.
we will drag you
None
to it.
escape the vigil. All come into the light.
Grelod the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again. When I grow up, I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you. When I grow up, I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you.
Need a ride?
It's an old city, I can tell you that. The Palace of the Kings is ancient. It's not the friendliest place for outsiders. The Dark Elves were all forced to live in a slum called the Grey Quarter. The Argonians can't even live inside the walls. They're all stuck out on the docks. Still, Candlehearth Hall's got decent food and cheap bunks. You could do worse.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? A sheep. I hear this whole... Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold cap.
Solitude's been the capital of Skyrim as long as I can remember. Most of the High Kings of Skyrim were Jarls of Solitude first. Well, let's see, what else? The Bard's College is here, and the main office of the East Empire Company. If you need it, you can get a room for a fair price at the Rinking Skeever, just inside the main gate.
Mm-hmm.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.